Hey everyone, good evening. Happy Saturday. Gen X Fusion here with another live stream. I hope that you are having a great weekend so far, and I hope that things have been going well for you. Welcome all of you to my live stream. I am grateful that you are out visiting this evening, and I hope that you enjoy the time that I have. I'll be doing a live stream on a game called Enshrouded. And before we get started on it and everything, let's get housekeeping out of the way, and then we'll jump right into it. So, if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel and you enjoy the content that I put out, I'd like to invite you to join my YouTube community and subscribe to my channel. Click on the little bell, and also, if you get a chance, please like the video. I hope that you will be able to click like because I'd like I'd like it to get into YouTube's algorithm. But it's personally fine if you don't. The only thing that matters is that you're enjoying watching the live stream and that you enjoy watching the video. I do live streams every Saturday, 8:30 p.m. Pacific United States time. And the reason why I do live streams is because I like to, first of all, do some cool casual gameplay with other viewers. And sometimes I have people partner up with me and do my live stream with me and play with me. And then other times like this, I'm going solo and everything. And the reason why I like doing this is because I want to give people a safe place, you, the viewers, a safe place to be able to interact with each other in the live chat and to be able to watch some good, clean, wholesome gameplay. Now, my channel is an adult channel in terms of 18 and over. Do watch my live streams and do watch my content. And but at the same time, it's also open to our younger viewers out there. And so if we do have younger viewers, and a lot of times we do have younger viewers watching this, I do ask that all of my adult viewers to please keep the conversation in the live chat wholesome and to be able to interact with each other and give our younger viewers a safe place to be able to enjoy some YouTube live streaming and some gameplay. So with that, now that we're done with housekeeping, let's go ahead and let's get right into it. So as you can all see, I'm playing Enshrouded, and tonight it's going to be a little bit more of a tame live stream. And the reason why I say tame, it means that I'm going to be accessing and showing you all a feature in the game. Now, the last four live streams that I've done have been strictly, I guess you could say, have been strictly gameplay where I'm going out and doing adventures, killing monsters, seeking treasure, and accomplishing quests. And that's just one aspect. It's a very fun aspect of the game. But the other aspect is actually the crafting ability and the ability to make your own home and decorate your own home and everything. So, uh, first of all, I'll just show you all what I'm going to be doing is that this is my tavern, and this is called the Tavern of the Wild. And I think you've all seen it already, although there are some things that I have done. So I'm going to show you real quick the changes and additions that I've added to this tavern. But to claim a piece of property like this, because this was once a deserted piece of property that had monsters in it. All you need to do is after you clean out the monsters and you clear them out, you can plant what they call the flaming altar or the altar flame, and this will claim this area as your own. And so then at this point, you'll be able to make additions and make revisions and basically build and add things and decorate the place. So what I did was this place was completely tore up when I got to it. And so after I cleared out the monsters and claimed it, the first thing I did was replace all the chandeliers with working chandeliers. The tables that were over here, I took them down because they were bashed. And so I added them with new tables and with benches and everything. And I added a few other things, like I added a lantern, kind of like a chandelier type lantern light right up here at the entryway. I got, personal joke, a gnome right here. And then I added my own carpet over here, kind of like a welcome carpet. And so this is kind of like what it looks like so far. This right here is the sleeping mat for my dog that I was able to rescue and adopt. And then this right here is the sleeping mat for my cat, who I rescued and adopted as well. Over here, there was once a destroyed table and rubble, and so I switched it up and changed it. And so now I have right here a kind of like a furnace with a carpet here and a few chairs. And basically, hello, there's my dog. And basically, what it is that it's a place where people can gather around and we can tell stories to each other. When I have multiple players on here and we all get to sit down together and chat, this is a good spot for us to be able to sit down and chat. Now, another thing that I also changed up was this section right here, was this room. This was once a restroom. And so I changed it up and turned it more into a personal office for my character to be able to sit down, to be able to look at lore on my spare time, and to be able to map out and plan what my quests and journeys are going to be. So I switched this from a restroom and turned it into an office. Well, what in the world did I do with the restroom then? Well, what I did was I decided that I was going to switch things up regarding the restroom for all my guests. And so what I did was I came down here and I switched up my cellar. So down here in my cellar, I once had it set up where it was all my crafting stuff, all my crafting equipment and everything. And what I did was I filled the hole. This place, this whole section right here was nothing but rubble, and right over here where this door was a big gargantuan size hole. And basically what it was is that the wall had been crumbled and destroyed by the giant spider that had resided down here. And so what I did was I resealed the wall, fixed the flooring. I still have to fix the flooring over here on this side with this, but once I get it done, it'll be all set. And I turned this into a public restroom for, it's a quote, a multi-gender restroom. And so what I did was I made private stalls over here so that people can use the facilities. And then I'm going to add extra stalls over here. And then probably in this section over here, I'm going to create wash bins, multiple wash bins and things like that. I haven't quite yet decided fully where I'm going to add the additional stalls, but I think you all kind of get the idea that this is going to be kind of like a public restroom for everybody to be able to use, and they can have their privacy and they can wash up at the same time. So that's basically it. So that's what I turned the cellar into. It's now a public restroom facility. This right here is a crafting table to craft decorations and extra types of furniture. And then right over here, this is another addition. This was the first addition that I added. First of all, I created this doorway. And this was the addition that I created. And this is where I keep all the crafting stuff right now. So it's made out of the same type of material as the rest of the house. And so all the stuff that I craft and use is all placed right here now. So everything I have is kind of like a one-stop shop. And there might come a time, like if I add more stuff, I'm going to need to expand it. And I've got the ability to do that. I can extend this wall outward farther so that I can make more space for other things, other stations and different things like that. And I recently created these stairs so that it would be a seamless transition into the main tavern from here. Now, what else did I do? Well, up here, I created this section as part of the extension, and this is basically my balcony. So outside, I'm going to go over here and we're going to show the balcony. And so what I did was I created this balcony over here using the extension. Basically, this is the roof of the extension below. And I added some carpet here, a counter. I'm going to place some drinks and cups and mugs here. I got a brazier here to keep me and the guests warm at night. And then I'm going to add tables and more chairs to this. I got some chairs over here already, but I'm going to add a few more chairs around this, and then maybe some stools over here and everything. And then right over here on the side, this is also a private desk, a personal desk for me to sit down and read lore and think about and plan out what it is I'm going to do next, while at the same time having a nice view of everything outside over here. And then I changed the fencing. If you all had watched any of my other videos, this balcony fencing was different. It was basically um, flintstone. It was like a flint balcony, kind of similar to the fencing down there on the ground. And I changed it up and turned it into this nice, fancy looking railing and everything. So that's it with that. And then other revisions that I also did, I also altered some of the bedrooms here. This bedroom over here, I didn't do too much altering, but I did add this bed here, which is for Elio Ritchie, who is the barber of our group. And then over here is the bed for Cade Hawthorne. He's kind of like the carpenter. And then through here is the living quarters for right over here. It's Oswald Anders's bed. And then right over here is the bed for Athelin Scree. That is the hunter. This person is basically the blacksmith. And then moving right along over here to the next room, this is the room, the quarters for Balthazar, who is our alchemist. And then right over here is Emily Frey. Emily Frey is the farmer in our group. That's her bed. And I need to craft some better beds so that I can boost up the comfort level. And then right over here is it's a restroom, and then there's a personal space over here as well. So that's what this room is. And then I put a little furnace over here for cooking. And then finally, here's the master bedroom right here. The master bedroom is the room that I sleep in, and so I did some redecorating, and also had some help with redecorating. Uh, Definitely, this looks so much better with the help of one of my friends who did some redecorating on this room. It looks really nice. And then this is the personal restroom or the master restroom that I have with the master bedroom, toilet, tub, and a wash bin. But yeah, this room is looking really good. And so I just want to thank my friend and give credit uh, to my friend who helped out with this. So moving right along, this is a public restroom right over here. And I think that there's some things that I want to do to it, some revisions that I want to make. But this is also where they do their public cleaning and everything when they take baths and clean themselves. And so that's it. That's all there is with my tavern. So with that, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go outside. Let me check the sunlight because what I'm going to do is I'm planning on doing an extension on this wall right here. This is the north wall of the tavern, and I planned on extending it out farther to give more space. I want more counter space and more storage space, and also things for space for like this cooking section right over here. I got these storage boxes over here, and it's kind of cramped, so I want to move it out farther. So in order to do that, I have to run outside over here. And so let me go ahead and set up my construction. Let me go outside. Let me check the day right now because if it is getting ready, if the sun is going to set soon, we definitely need to go to bed and make sure we can't do any work at night. There are monsters out and about, and I don't like doing work at night unless I have someone with me standing guard. But it looks like I got maybe about 10 more minutes of sunlight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start laying the foundation. So I already started leveling off this area right over here so that I could extend the back. This is the back side right here of the tavern that I want to extend. And so the first thing that I want to do is I want to start laying the ground or the foundational stuff. So I just go right about over here and I select right over here what I want my ground to look like. And let's see, refined wood, no, rough flintstone, flint blocks. Okay, so this is what I want it to look like right over here. So I want it level, but in order for me to do that, I need to first remove some of the ground so that I can place it. There we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and place the ground right there. And then I'm going to do the same thing over here. Remove the ground, place it. let's see, remove the ground and place it. So this could take a little while because I'm doing it section by section at a time. But it's important for me to like have attention to detail when it comes to this stuff. So that's why I'm doing it like this, little by little. I could make it bigger, but I kind of like to do it this way because I do love the detail involved. So this kind of reminds me of Minecraft to a degree in terms of the way that you build. So we're going to do this. Let's see, lay out the ground. Oop, get rid of that. There we go. Plant it there and put it there. There we go. And there. There. How far do I want to extend this? I want it to be out pretty far. So I definitely want it out to be pretty far. So I'm going to extend it to right about, I would say right about here. Yeah, about here. Okay. And so with that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to, there we go. Put it in there like so. Yeah, so the building on here is definitely, it can take time. It could be time consuming, but it's definitely gratifying and it's definitely worth it in terms of you can use different types of materials to create to create different types of textures. Like I'm using the flintstone block, and it gives it this kind of texture right here where it looks like this, but it's along the ground. And I'll show you what that looks like as I continue on here. And hopefully we don't end up. I just want to make sure that the sun doesn't set on me. We don't need the sun setting. There we go. And then I also have to create more blocks. That would be helpful, right? There we go. So there. And that. And then there. And then that. And then there. And then also, if I want, I could put it in first person mode too. And that could make it a little bit easier to deal with. Yeah, see? Put that down there. That there. And then put it in there. So what I'm doing is I'm removing a portion of the ground and I'm replacing it with limestone or with flintstone. So, and then this gives me kind of like my basis, my baseline for how the ground, how this is all going to look. Oop. There we go. Oop. There. Remove that, put it in, okay. And then let's move on. We're getting close to getting done with this section. There we go. And we're doing a pretty good job of laying the foundation and everything. So, uh, uh, huh. Let's bring it down a little lower there. Okay, there. And then there. And then, this part is acting strange, isn't it? Yeah. Hmm. I wonder why it's not letting me plant it there. I'll have to look at that in a little bit. There must be something involved there. There we go. Yeah, it looks like the ground is up higher here, and it shouldn't be. I bet you it's because, yep, it's because the ground here. Yeah, okay, I see why. It's because it's not flat. See, it starts off and then it grows. There's overgrowth over here. Okay, now I understand what's going on. So, okay, so at what point does it like start to go upward? See, it's looking good right there until it gets to about this point right here. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we got to bring it down some. There we go. There we go. Just like that. Okay. And then we're going to have to level this ground off. So I have a way to flatten it, and I'll show you all how to do that. Hmm. The sun is going to be going down pretty soon. Okay. So right there, and that down. Put it there. Okay. Put that one there. Okay. So it looks like everything is level so far over here. Yeah. Okay. So it's going to extend all the way to here. Got it. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to flatten this ground out a little bit. So to do that, I need to get my rake over here, go into first person and see if I could. Uh-oh. Well, not right now. It's getting dark. So we're going to go inside. Once we get inside, we're going to go ahead and we're going to rest. I don't want any monsters coming by here messing with me while I'm out here at night. There we go. Look at that. See, there are already monsters out there. They're not that bad. They're only level 5. I would have taken them down easily, but I'm not in the mood to fight right now. But the time will come. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's head upstairs, and we are going to go ahead and try to go to sleep here. And then first thing in the morning, we'll go out and we'll continue. We'll continue our little construction. Huh. Sleepy, sleepy. This is a nice big bed. Very comfy with all the fur. The pillows look really nice too. I really do like this bed. Okay, up we go. All right, now we can head back outside and we can continue our work. I'm not going to do all the construction right now. There's something that I do want to try and accomplish besides this, and it could require some combat, but that will be in a little bit. I'm going to do that in about another, I don't know, maybe another 15 to 20 minutes. Right for now, I just want to try to get this out of the way. So here we go. Let's go back to our rake and let's see if we can flatten this ground out. This is how you flatten it. You gotta flatten it and level. Flatten and level, please. All right. Let's see what that looks like so far. Yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there. See, you notice over here, this is a little more exposed. Okay. So let's go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna continue to work on this ground here. And there we go. There we go. Okay, so far so good. Now we're on this slightly heavier, this dirt type of rock foundation and everything. Okay, but it's looking good so far. Yeah, it's looking good so far. We're doing a good job here so far. So far so good. Okay. Okay. Okay, are we lined up yet? We're getting there. Okay, so let me go ahead and start right here on this part of the building. So down. There we go. Yep. There we are. There we go. Looking good so far. Yeah, it's looking good so far. Oops. There we are. Okay, into that. So far, so good. There we are. Yeah, it's looking good so far. Okay. Yeah, this is looking good. Very good, very good. So far, it looks pretty level. And we are about to connect it right over here, like so. There we go. And then the final spot. Oh, let's do that one over. Yeah, we want to make sure that the final spot is connected well. There we go. Okay, almost. So we got to bring this. Okay, so now we can start building on this. So here we go. We got our ground all set up. This is the exterior. So now we just have to build the ground in. This is going to be, all of this is going to be the same type of texture. So now we just go and plant it in. And so far it's looking pretty good. There we go. This one, there we go. All right. The floor is looking nice. Looking real nice. I'm liking it. Definitely liking it. Yeah, there's something kind of Minecraftish about it, which is what I like about it. So for those of you who are into Minecraft or just are into building things, I think that this is something that you will very much like. I think it's a pretty cool thing to have. There we go. Put that there. Let's see, we need to delete that and replace it with that, delete that. Yeah, this is not very conformed very well. Yeah, so let's bring that stuff down a little bit here. How's that? And then bring that stuff down there. How's that? Does that look about right? Yeah, I think that's about right so far. And we're going to be building off of this in a moment. So there's that. And then let's go ahead and let's see. Let's just make sure that we're not. Yeah, that's because of this rock foundation. This rock foundation is throwing everything off, which is kind of not surprising. So there we go. Oh, let's see. Um, yeah, this rock foundation is definitely doing a job on us, but it's okay. We'll get it fixed. Just a matter of time. Oh, no, bring that down. Let's break this down right over here. There we go. That's looking pretty snug, right? There we go. Yeah, it's looking pretty snug. Okay, so there's this one right here, this one right here. We just need to break that. There we go. This is looking good. Okay. Break that down, break that down. Okay. And we got to break that down more. Yeah, there we go. There we go. It's getting there. It's getting there. Yeah, it's getting there. Yeah. Yep, it's getting there. We're going good. We're going good. This is exactly how we're doing it. We're breaking this ground up right here, just right. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Huh, that was close. Okay, let's break that down, break this down, break that down like so, break that down, put that one in there, break that down, break that one down, insert that, and break that, break that, break that, break that, break that. There we go. There we are. That's looking pretty good so far. Okay, and then for the rest of this rock right here, we can break that away like that. Break, oop, and break that up like that. Break that one up. There we go. Okay. Yeah, see this finishing rock over here? We're gonna get rid of this and make it nice and smooth with this. And then we're gonna build up the wall over here. We're building up the wall. There we go, just like that. It's looking good so far. And then we're just gonna extend it all the way across over here. Now I'm down to 183 blocks. So let's just go ahead and let's continue to break this stuff down. Um, and break that one down and break that down. There we go. Then there's that, add that, break that, break that, add this, break that. Just want to make sure add this, add this. Perfect. Yeah, it's looking pretty smooth. Look at that. The texture's looking pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. This is exactly how my ground is inside my tavern. So the flooring is looking perfect right now. There we go. And there we go. So far, so good. It's looking good. There we are. There we are. Break that one down, fill that. Break that down, fill it, fill it. And then fill it. Set like that. So it's looking pretty good, but it's looking, parts of it, I don't know. Is it looking a little jagged over here? I don't know. I'm going to have to fix it, I think. We'll have to figure it out. Let's see. Break it down, bring it up. There we go. I think it's looking good. It's looking okay so far. So far, so good. It takes a little bit of work, but you know, we just have to be patient with it and put the work in, right? There we go. Put it in there. Break that one down, insert that one in there like that. Break that down, insert, nope, break it all the way. There we go. There we go. Break it a little more. There we go. Just want to make sure that this ground is level. I feel like that this is not very level. You think? Yeah, there's something about it. I don't know what it is. It doesn't feel level. Break it down. Okay, put it in. There you go. Let's break these blocks down just a little bit, just so that I can see where if it's level and everything, because that's the key. Okay, so far so good. It's looking pretty good so far, right? Let's see. Hi, everybody. Whoever else is out there. Looks like there's some other viewers. I hope that you're enjoying my little tame crafting live stream. I am extending my home, the tavern over here. What I'm doing is I'm going to break down this wall eventually and extend it out over here. and rebuild an extension over here, or add the extension over here. After everything is done and I've added the extension, then I'll break down this wall. I want to make it up about as high as this section right over here, make a ceiling, and kind of go from there. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just undergoing the construction part, and I have to lay the foundation. I got to break this ground up and make sure that I'm laying the flooring correctly. There we go. So it is small work, but it's very gratifying. I have to admit, there's something about it that's actually very gratifying, um, and kind of relaxing too. It's a nice change of pace from actually going out and doing quests and things like that. And believe me, I love doing the quests and I want to continue doing quests. Yet at the same time, this is actually very relaxing to be able to do this and to be able to build up my home. And I think that's one of the things that I just wanted to do, was be able to show all of you viewers that there are some interesting features in this game where you can build your home and you could start from scratch. I know that one of my friends started from scratch and built this really beautiful um, house, you know, and it's just impressive with the imagination and with the background that people have, where they can do little things like construction type work and everything, and use their gifts to be able to do this. I don't have a construction background at all. I'm just a guy that is just doing things like, just trying my best to do like what it is that I within my limits and everything. Let's see, bring that down a little more, bring that down a little more. That one goes down. There we go. All right. So far, so good. It's looking good so far. Yeah, it's looking good. Yeah, so this is what's complete so far. I know that I got this plant over here. Let's, you know, very strange that it's like that, but hey, I'm not going to trip off of it right now. I'll cover it up later on. I don't think that plant will get in anyways. So, welcome. I know that there are more viewers out there. Thank you for joining me. Say hello in the live chat if you're not shy. Let me know who's out there and everything. If you're not shy, if you are, it's okay. You're not required, to introduce yourself. I'm just happy that you're here with me, and that you're watching my live stream with me. And I hope that you're enjoying it so far. There we go. This right here. And then flooring right here. Yeah, this is where the lighting is a little off and I can't really see what's going on. But I think that this is it so far, and I think it's going fine. There we go. Yeah, so far so good. Okay. Yep, there we go. The floor there, flooring in there. Break that down, bring that up, bring that one up. Break that down, insert it there. Okay, yeah, it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good, and I am very close to the spot. It's actually way over here. Okay. Just when you think that you've got a lot done, and it's like, no, no, Yanwei, you are only halfway. You're only halfway through. So what is it that I'm planning on doing else? What else I'm doing tonight? Yeah, I'm not going to be working on this the whole time. There is something that I want to try and accomplish. There is I guess you could say, an ancient spire that I need to try and open up. Um, and it's to the south of my location. And so I'm going to attempt to make my way over there and activate it and open it, so that I have a fast travel point. Yeah, if I open up this ancient spire, if I open up this spire, it'll activate a fast travel point and I'll have more access. What do I mean? Well, right over here on my map. See, as you can see, this is where I'm at and everything. So these are the ancient spires right here. So I got one over here in the Springlands. I have one up to the north over here in the Revelwood area. And I have an ancient spire opened way over here to the east called the Nomad Highlands Ancient Spire. Now, somewhere down here where I'm at, like I think I'm over here. I believe that there is an ancient spire in this section somewhere, and I'm going to go and look for it to see if I can activate it and open it up so that I have a fast travel point over here. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Um, so don't worry, I'm not going to be doing this the whole time. I don't want you all to get bored and everything. Fill it there and break it down there. Fill it, break it down, fill it. Okay, so far so good. It looks level. Yeah, it's looking level. Okay. Yeah, I do have to admit it is very relaxing to be able to work on and construct, you know, your home. And like I said, I am not a construction person. I I am actually just this is something that this is just a building that's already in place that I've just been using and that I made and claimed as my home. And so I'm just adding to it. The foundation was already in place. So I'm not doing anything more than just adding to the building. And that's it. There were sections that I also had to repair. Oh my gosh, it was such a challenge trying to repair them. I'm going to go ahead and show you all before I leave for that spire, the section that of the building that I had to try and repair. And it was I'll just say it was very hard to do. Um, yeah, it was very hard to fix. I was able to fix it to the best of my ability, and I think it looks pretty good. But I think that there are people who were probably better equipped to fix it, and it probably would have taken them much less time for them to fix than it took me. So we're almost there. We're down to 87. We're getting there. There we go. There we go. There we are. Yay, we're almost there. Here we go. Oh, yeah, this is looking good. All right. Okay, so it's looking pretty good. So I've got the basic stuff over here, the basic flooring all set over here on the extension, and I got it to extend all the way over here where it needed to be. So I'm just going to add this stuff over here, and then we're going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and head out to the ancient spire and see if I can open that up. And that will be kind of like what I'm trying to do for this live stream. And if there's going to be combat involved, then so be it. What is Enshrouded without the combat, right? Of course. Of course there's going to be combat. We wouldn't have it any other way, right? Let's see. So, okay, almost done over here so far. So let's see. This, I think, needs to go down. No, break it down more. Break it down more. Okay. All right, there. That's better. I just want to make sure that I'm not messing with the foundation over here. There we go. Yep, we're almost done with this part. Perfect. It's looking good. It's looking good. Awesome. There we go. Okay, folks, that's a start. This is the start. Okay, plug that part up. That's looking good. And it runs all the way along here. Yeah, it's nice and smooth, just the way we need it. Nice and smooth. This is where the wall is starting to come up. So it's nice and smooth there. So all I have to do is just get this whole area filled in, and that will be the flooring. The flooring portion of the project will be complete. Okay, so with that, let's head back inside because now we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the other part of this game, and that's the exploration. And also, I know that you want to see a little bit of combat, so let's go ahead and do that. So first things first, let me go inside here. Let me put my things away. And then let me get my buffs going. And then I'm thinking that a good portion of the day has already passed. So I may let nightfall come and then I'll sleep in and then we'll set out in the first thing in the morning. So we got that. So let's see. Let's put our hammer away. Yeah, I'll put my hammer away back over here where I usually put it. Uh, that goes there. Um, and then let me get my weapons in place. So this is my ice wand. Okay. This is my fire wand. I think this is the shock. And this is ice. This is ice also. I got two ices. Okay. So that's 22.8. This is 25. Of course. This is this one's the blunt with ice damage. Oh, so this does ice damage too. Okay. So let me move that down over here to this section. So I've got this, and I have that. So this right here, I believe, is the ice one, and this is my shock one. Huh. Okay. But I'm missing a wand. Where's my fire one? That's shock. That's ice. Oh, there it is. I don't know. I guess I'm just dreaming. So let me take my staff out of there, put it over there, and then let me move my legendary ice over here, like so. And then this is my blunt, but I think I'm going to switch it with lightning. I'm going to use my shock over here, like so. And then let me set up my bandages over here, like that. Let me reorganize this. Okay, it's all looking good. I think we're good to go. Okay, now let me just take a look outside and see before we get ready to figure out our plan for that spire. Let me go out here and let me just check to see where we're at with the sun. See, the sun is getting ready to set. Yeah, it's right over there. So where am I trying to go? Right there, everybody. See that? That's to the southeast of me. So if I look at my map southeast of me, it looks like it is somewhere in this area. I'm thinking it's right here. That's where I think it is. And so I'm going to need to travel through the shroud to get to it. So that's how it's got to be. That's what it's got to be. Now, I could either try to skirt the sides over here to get to it, or I can skirt this side over here. But then this part right here, I don't know what I'm going to be able to do. Ah, I can take this route. I can take this route to the south over here and then make my way this way and see if that works. Okay, now that I know my route, yeah, the sun is going to set probably in about another 5 minutes. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait it out. Okay, so while we're waiting it out, let me go ahead and let's make some preparation here. First thing I need to do, let's see. Let me talk to some of these guys. Hey there, hey there. Let me see. Can I craft any arrows? So I'm going to craft, I'm going to craft 50 copper arrows. Always useful. Look at all that scrap. And then this is flintstones. What does this do? 8. This does a legend. 11. We don't want to do poison. Sorry. I don't feel like doing that. This right here looks pretty cool. Fossilized bone arrow. I mean, it does some really good damage. 17, you know, but I need fossilized bones to do that. In order to do that, I got to find giant fossils for it. Oh well. So much for that. This right here, the bronze arrow, is pretty good. It does damage of 18. I do need to get some bronze bars, and I need to find some bronze. So, but until then, I won't be able to do that. But that's okay. I was just checking to see what I could do here. Okay. All right. So let's take a look over here. Let me make sure everything is all set and everything is in working order. I know what I'm going to use to buff, so I don't have to worry about that. Do I need to wear my ring? What does this ring do? It gives me an extra minute inside the shroud. So I got an 8-minute time limit. If I wear this ring, it'll put me at 10 minutes. But you know what? Maybe I'll put that on later. We'll see. If I have to enter the shroud, that'll be the key. Okay, so I got this. I got to make sure all of my stuff is repaired and ready and at full strength. All right. So now the only thing I am waiting for right now is I am waiting for this sun to go down. Yeah, it's getting there. It is almost down. Oh, hi, Emilu. How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. I'm getting ready to go down to the southeast to open up this ancient spire down here. I did some I did some I laid some flooring down over here real quick to the extension. So this is where I started it. So I laid this part down so far. It's looking pretty good. I gotta level off this ground because it goes up over here and I gotta level it down. But other than that, it's looking pretty good. I think that I'm getting some good progress in. Okay, let's go back in. Sun's getting ready to go down. Shall we watch the sunset? Yes, let's watch the sunset from the comfort of our own balcony. And then we'll head to bed. Then when we wake up, we'll buff ourselves and then we'll head on out. Let's see. So let's go over here onto the balcony. Thanks, Emmy. I'm glad that you like it. Okay, here we go. Yes, see that spire over there? That's where I gotta go. That's what I've got to make my way to. I need to open that up. I have to admit, it looks very beautiful. This land is very beautiful. I opened up some other land that I started exploring, and it's pretty different from this. Like over here, you see, it's more like it's woods and forest, mountains. It's canyons and valleys and different stuff like that over here. But once you get past this one area, the land opens up and it looks more like the plains, you know, and it's very different looking. Okay, there we go. It's a beautiful sunset. And that's my objective over there, to get to that spire and to open it up for this live stream. Okay, and now that that's done, look how dark it is out here. Yep. That lamppost over there, I planted that. I made that. I just felt like I needed light over there on that side so I could see what was going on over there. Okay, here we go. Let's get ready. Let's go lie down and get to bed, and then we'll buff up in the morning. Here we go. Ta-da. Ooh, see, I got a book right here. I could read a book before I go to sleep. There we are. Lovely. Okay, here we go. It's morning. Okay, here we go. We're going to get ready to head on out in a quick second here. So first thing is first. We come over here to our little fireplace, and we play our music. This is the first buff. This is to extend my rest period. Who would have thought that I was a classical lute player? Okay, there we go. So now that's done. Okay, so now we're ready for the other stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to buff ourselves, and to do that, I'm going to eat my wolf meat to buff up my health, and I am going to also drink some water. There we are. Okay, this is it, folks. We are ready to roll. So outward, let's do it. Onward to the ancient spire to try and open it up so that I can have a fast travel point. And if I'm going to face any monsters here, so be it. because now it's time for combat. So my route is going to be this way. I'm going to head right through this area over here, and then I'll be heading south from there. Oh, those are rabbits. I thought, what are those wolves? Don't be fighting the wolves yet. We just got here. Well, I don't see any wolves over there. Oh, there are some wolves, but either they don't look like they're interested in me right now. So if they're not interested, I'm not going to fight them. Okay, let's keep moving. Okay. Oh, so far so good. So we're traveling. So there's the spire. That's where I'm trying to get to, everyone. That is my goal. So we'll just travel right through here. And we're doing this at the top of the morning, so it gives me the whole day to try and get to the place. I could try to travel through the shroud, but I'm going to avoid the shroud for now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just see if I could take this route and take on any enemies that are through here. Just feels kind of safer. I got enemies. I think there's some enemies over here that I'm going to have to deal with. Maybe. Ah, there we go. Hello, Clyde. Okay, he's down. Anything over here? No? That is. Anyone else around here? There's got to be someone else. It's not just one. Ah, here he is. Hello. Okay, he's down. All right. Anyone else? Could have swore that there's a wolf around here. Ah, there he is. Oh. Ooh, missed him. Oh, you silly dog. That's all right. I need to take the bones. And let me search this. Hopefully it's not a... Okay. Um, anyone else around here? Anything? No? I thought there was a... I thought there was something over here that I could, like, loot. Oh, well. I don't need to worry about loot. Let's move. It's still the morning. We've got to travel. So let's move. So we'll travel through here, like so. Now, when the time comes for me to enter the shroud, that's when I'll alternate my route. Okay. Well, it looks like this is the way to it. Right? Right through the shroud. No, look can be deceiving, folks. Let me take a look down here and see what's through here. Yeah. Well, it looks like the most direct route to it, doesn't it? Yep, it does look like the most direct route. So, Ring of Rot. So it's got to be over here someplace. I bet you it's right there. I just hope that there is a means for me to get up there. All right. So we're going to switch up things over here on my backpack, and we are going to switch rings. So which ring am I going to do? This is my health ring. No, it's my mana ring that I'm going to switch to. There we go. This will help me with being in this mess. Okay, here we go, folks. Inward and onward. Into the shroud we go. And hopefully I can get through it and to that spire. Okay. Through here. Oh, there's enemies already. Hello, folks. Already? I'm gonna just destroy this thing because it's gonna be a problem. All right, let's move on. Okay. Oh, hello there. I wasn't expecting you. Move. Oh, there seems to be... Oh, there's others. Okay. Oh, look at you. All right. Ah. All right, all right, all right. Let's hit you up. Let's hit you up. Here we go. There you go. You're down. You're down. It's all right. Let's go ahead and let's grab everything here. I wasn't expecting all that. Okay. Let's see. Let's go ahead and let's eat some recovery here. Whoa, oh, where did you come from? Oh, well, you just went down. Well, that was strange. Okay, we're going to go ahead and grab this. This restores my time in the shroud. Thank you. Okay, so far so good. Let's move. Okay, so we go this way. It looks like the road goes this way, so let's go this way. Oh, hello. Why are you running? What is all that about? Okay, let's just keep moving through here. Hello, big guy. Oh, wow, there's quite a... All right. There's something else moving around over there. Oh, there we go. Well, it's dead now. Okay. Well, I'm trying to figure out where to go here, and I don't need all of this grief. So let's move through here. Let's see. Where am I going? East? Yeah, I got to travel east. Okay. So let's move. Uh, let's go this way. Let's go around this thing. Let's hope that there's nothing here that's going to take me down. Touch me. Okay. Well, so far so good. We're just running. Okay, so this is where the lava is. I got to find a bridge. Hello. We got problems here. We got a fella. Okay. There we go. He's dead. Okay, next. Yeah, what I'm looking for is a bridge to get across. So let's see if this road will take me to where I need to go. I see a road. Okay, well, so far so good. We're moving along. We're moving along. And we got about 7 minutes left in this mess. Here we go. Okay, this looks like a bridge. Okay, we got a bridge here. Ah, we made it. All right, all right. Switch up to the sword. Let's switch up to the other sword. We made it through the shroud, folks. This is looking good. Let's see, what's that? M says, I always get anxiety going into the shroud. Yeah, I know. Even though I'm pretty strong, I get anxiety too going to the shroud. Yeah, we need to go up there. All right. We're just going to go ahead and we're going to... Should I follow this route or should I... Well, there's going to be enemies over here, so we're going to have to deal with them. No, we don't have to deal with them. We're going to bypass them. We're going to go this way. You know? There we go. Oh, hello, Clyde. Come on, let's do this. There we go. You're dead. All right. I don't need elixir, but I'll take the other stuff. Onward. Okay. Now that I'm out of there and there doesn't seem to be enemies pursuing me, let me switch my ring back. So we're going back to the lesser mana ring. 10 and 6, 8 and 4. 10 and 6. That one. Okay, let's move. Okay, onward. Here we go. Let me see, what's that say? I am off to bed. Have a great rest of your evening. Rest well, Emilu. Thanks for watching. Okay, so upward, upward, upward. We're almost there. Yay! So this is fun when I'm playing with other people. You know, so if you have a PC, a decent PC, it doesn't have to be anything great. You know, you can run Enshrouded on here. And multiplayer is so fun. I highly recommend, you know, if you get this, the 1.0 version or the official version is getting released this October on October 15th. So I highly urge and encourage everybody, if you're interested in this game, definitely get it. I would love to play with you and have like massive adventuring parties on here. You can have up to, I've heard that it can be up to, I know that there's at least six that can play together, but I heard that there could be even more involved. So, all right, here we go. This is like your Legend of Zelda game. This is a puzzle. So we need to solve it. Okay. Okay. Click that. Okay. Let's see. I think there were two in there. Okay. Oh, there it is. Eh. Okay. All right, we made it through. Okay, let's open this gate. Next one. Where to? Ah, simple. Up we go. Next level. Let's hope. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and heal real quick with my grapes. Restore my health here. Let's see if there's anything over here to take. Probably not. Okay, let's move forward. And let's see what we got here. Okay, these traps are not running yet, so that means they will activate as soon as I do something. So let's be ready. Nothing up there, no switches or anything up there to activate. Okay. Ah, okay. I see what it is. All right. There we go. We use that. And here we go. They should work now, okay? Let's see. Okay. Okay. All right. We got through there. Okay, so now there should be a door or something. Okay, so I got one of the doors open. Which one was it that opened up? Hello? Was it you? May have been one of these. Okay, so let's open this. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Anything out here? No? All right, let's check this and see what we got here. Hmm. Okay, we made it to that point. Let's see. But is this where we're supposed to be? All right, let's just check it. Oh, that was foolish. Try again. Boom, go. Okay. Ah, is that where it is? Maybe so. I guess. I don't know. Oh, there's a button here. I don't know what it opens, but isn't this where I just came from? Open up. Oh, okay. Something opened up over there. So, okay. So let's go through here and see what opened up. Eh. There we go. What opened up over here? Oh, another button. All right. How many buttons can you open? Okay, so there's this right here. I think this is the one I came from. Yeah? Yeah, this is the one I think I came from. So there's this one right over here. Okay. Well, this is the same one. It's just a shortcut. So let's go ahead and use it. We'll go up to the next level. Now there should be one more level of puzzles. Yep. There it is. One more level. Okay, so what do we got here? Man, we got a big mess. That's what we got here. All right, so what are we looking at? Oh gosh, this is not going to be pretty, that's for sure. Boom. Okay, so we got through that. Now, there's a chest over there, and there's something over there. Hmm. So let's go ahead and open that. Flint arrows. Okay. Okay, so open this. All right, we got through that. Whatever that massive mess was. Oh, I think I kind of remember this. Yeah, I think I remember this. We're gonna have to go through there. But before we do, let's check this out. Huh. This is like a Legend of Zelda dungeon, right? Yes, it is. It is very much like a Legend of Zelda dungeon. Okay, let me drink some water to extend my stamina. There we go. Okay. All right, perfect. So now we climb. Climb up high. There we go. Okay, so now what? Okay, so we come down low over here. Let me check this and see what's over here. Anything to take? Nope. Okay. Okay. That's easy to do when you have the blink, man, I'll tell you. Okay, what is this? Then let's hit that with a scrap arrow. There we go. Okay. So far, so good. What's over here? Okay, is there anything in here worth looking at? Ah, there's a chest. Okay. All right. Flint arrows and some healing. Okay. Okay. I'll do I'm good with that. Okay, so what's over here? Ah, this part. Okay. I remember this. All right. Okay, let's climb up over here. Let's just do it. Climb up. Okay, we made it. And there is this right here. We press that button. That should open something up. What? I don't know, but it does open something. Okay, there it is right there. Oh, and the traps are done. Yay! What's over here? Uh, oh, it's that right there. Okay. All right. All right, let's take it to the top. And I think we made it, folks. Yep, we did. All right. So we opened up this fast travel point. This is perfect. This is exactly what I needed. Yay! And it's still daytime to boot. All right. All right. So let's take a look at what fast travel points I have open now as a result. So I've got this one that's open. This is the low metals. And then, hmm, there's another one, isn't there? Let me look. See, I'm looking directly ahead over there. You see that? That's a spire. And I think that's the next place that I need to try and open. So I'm going to save that for the next live stream. But I think that spire is my next project. So it is northwest of me. So that looks like it's right about here. Yeah, that looks like it's right about there. So I should think about working on opening that one up. Yep, I will. I definitely will. That will be for the next live stream. Okay. Looking good. Looking good. All right. So with that, let's see what this let's see what this thing says. Low metals are drenched in sickness, flooded with bile and bitterness. Fight back the shroud and unveil the peaceful glades lost beneath. Boundless wilds of untold beauty lie hidden under the decay. Okay, I got new markers added. Let me see what they are on the map. Looks like there's some new stuff. Yeah, there is. I can see it. Yeah, yeah. I've already done some of these things. There's a flame sanctum there. I've already explored that. That's where I basically found the carpenter. So the Vukov ceremony hill, I've been there before. Um, there's a gem forge over there. There's a night sanctum there, and a shroud root. Huh. See, one of the things that I want to do, and I have to get friends to join me for that, is that I need to start dealing with shroud roots. So, what are shroud roots? Shroud roots are basically the source of the shroud. And so, from what I can tell, maybe, and I don't know if this is true or not, but if you destroy a shroud root, it will actually clear the place up. Kind of like Twilight Princess clearing up the Twilight. Um, but I'm not sure. But I do know for a fact that wherever there is a shroud root, it is a place that I have to deal with, that I have to open. So that's a ring rot. I been there and I did that one. And then there is a shroud root there. I got a check mark there, so I did that one too. Okay. But I've did the elixir well. That's an elixir well. Okay. And that's a shroud root. And I did that one. Okay. So anyways, let's go ahead. We're going to head on back over to our tavern, fast travel, now that we opened it up. And I'm going to get ready to close out the live stream and everything. But before I do, let's just go ahead and let's see if I can work on a little bit more. Work on a little bit more of my ground here. Where is my hammer? Oh, my constructor hammer. I put it away. Hello. Well, that's what happens when you put it away. There we go. We'll put that there. And I think there's some stuff. I'm going to put those weapons away right there. And yeah, and then right over here, let me go ahead and deposit my stuff. There we go. That should have cleared up some things, which it did. And we'll keep it like that for now. Okay. And let's go over here. We're going to grab our hammer. And we'll switch it up there. So that'll be outside. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to work on this ground some more. So I'm going to go ahead and work some more on this ground. And then after the sun sets, I'll go ahead and I'll close out this live stream. Here we go. I definitely enjoy working this ground and being able to get this foundation in place. Okay, here we go. And flintstones, that's us right there. Let's go ahead and start our insert. There we go. Yeah, I would definitely love to play with more people on this game. Right now, I play with Emmy Lou and with Emmy Lou's husband, which is really cool. And I would not mind playing with more people. So if there are more of you that are out there that feel like this is an interesting game, um, definitely message me on Discord. My Discord ID is right there on the screen. Yenwei hashtag 4133. Friend request me. And let's talk about, if you're interested in playing Enshrouded together, let's talk about it and let's see what we can do. Let's come up with a plan to be able to do that. I definitely want to play with more people on here. And I think that you could develop a really, really good community on here, on this game. Let's see. Here we go. That, there, and there. So far, so good. This ground is looking good. I love this flooring too. It's looking good. Oop, sorry about that. Forgot to move the ground there. Delete that, move it there. There we go. Oop, not quite what I had in mind there. Okay. There we go. And there we go. Okay. That's in place. Huh. There we go there, and there we go there. Oh, yes, this is looking good. This is looking great. I'm very excited about adding this addition to my home. It's going to open up a lot of space for sure. Oh, there we go. I'm running out of I'm running out of flintstones. That's okay. I got plenty actually inside that I can construct more. I can craft more. So I got plenty. Don't worry. There's plenty. I've got plenty. Okay, one more. There we go. Okay. Oh, that's all for now. I have to go ahead and craft some more. It looks like the sun is getting ready to go down. Just so you all can see it. Look at that sunset. I'll end out the live stream just looking at this sunset. It looks really good. This is such a pretty looking game. Right now, as far as I know, this game is only out on PC Steam and it's also out on PlayStation 5. I do not know if you can cross-play with PlayStation players, unfortunately. But if you do have a PC, and it doesn't have to be this awesome RTX, RTX 40 series or RTX 5000 series computer. It could be a 3000. Um, and Enshrouded runs really, really well. I have an RTX 3000 Alienware older model computer, and it runs really great on it. So yeah, if you have a computer and you got Steam, definitely get this game. Version 1.0 is getting released on October 15th of this year, and I hear it's going to be an intense and wonderful time playing the full version. I hope I won't have to start over and that I get to keep the items that I found. But a beautiful sunset. Look at that. That lamppost over there, I also placed that there. And the reason why is because I wanted to make sure that if I was out at night, I wanted to see if there was going to be anything that would be emerging from the shroud at night. Yeah, this is perfect. I sure am glad I was able to open up that spire. And I'm glad that it wasn't too difficult to get to the place. I, I think truthfully, I'm a lot stronger than I than I give myself credit for. But I always feel like I'm weak. And then there's also something about going into the shroud, that mist. That mist can cause a lot of anxiety, and then I've got the ambience music on, and the effect just makes it really like creepy. It gives you a creepy feeling and everything. Well, there it is. There's the sunset. Now, enemies tend to spawn right when nighttime hits, but that is a beautiful sunset. Look at that. And it shows that I opened the spire because it shows that little amber like laser beam flying into the sky. Okay, let me get it back inside and I'm going to go ahead and close the live stream out. Okay, we're back. We're back in the safe and comfort of home. So let me go ahead and let's close this out. So thank you all very much for joining me. I hope that it wasn't boring. I know that I was doing like crafting and I was doing an extension to my home and everything, but I really wanted to be able to show you all that there is a lot that you can do in this game, and it's a really cool game. And like I said, when people play together, you could build your own forts together. One person can have their own home, and another person can have their own home and they can build their own fort as long as the main thing as long as it's based on the host person. So I don't know if they're going to have like a network host where you can do this online and with other people and you like develop your own guild or your own group, or if you develop your own server. I don't know how 1.0 will look, but I know that at this point, if you start a server and you have your friends on there, your friends can come in and you can have the settings set up where they can build their own little forts, you know, and they can build their own homes. All they have to do is install a flame altar. And as long as you have enough flame altars, you know, opened up to be able to construct, then you can have your friends be able to construct their own little homes and they can and there'll be fast travel points that you can go to and that you can utilize um, when it comes to doing missions and everything. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the full version of this game looks like, and I hope that you all enjoyed it. And I will see you all again next week, Saturday, 8:30 p.m. Pacific United States time. You all take care, and also friendly reminder, please like the video. I'll talk to you all soon. Have a good one, everyone. Bye.